The movie begins with a young student, Zhang Yan, in class. A female teacher, Mai, appears before him, and he is mesmerized by her beauty. He obviously has a crush on her and cannot stop fantasizing about her. However, he is suddenly awakened by his colleague, Chi, who cannot stop laughing at him as he had been dreaming and sleep-talking. When his friend continues to laugh at him, he hits him across the face in his embarrassment, and his friend is forced to leave the room. The next day in school, Mai stops by Zhang's table to point out some of his errors in the classwork, and Zhang almost freezes with her standing beside him. She later goes to the front of the class to dismiss them for the day, but a young man and a teacher in the same school, Kashang, enter the classroom with a flower bouquet. Mai is surprised by Kashang's actions, who happens to be her boyfriend. He gets down on his knees to propose to her, and she accepts his proposal to the shock of Zhang. After this heartbreaking moment, Zhang tries to appear cheerful, but it is obvious that what he just witnessed has shattered him. Soon Mai comes along, and Zhang's roommate, Chi, asks her how she met her fiancé. She tells them how he had saved her from a robbery incident, injuring himself in the process. After that, they had grown close as a couple. When she leaves, Zhang's friend tells him to forget about their teacher unless he plans on traveling to the past to stop her from meeting Kashang. Days later, Zhang goes to the beach where he meets an elderly man. The man complains about his missing phone and asks Zhang for help in finding the phone. Although Zhang believes that it is a waste of time trying to find the phone, he eventually obliges and soon finds the phone buried in the beach sand. When he gives it to the old man, he quickly grabs it with excitement and tells Zhang that the phone is his only connection to his late wife. He thanks Zhang and offers him a gift, but he refuses. However, the old man forces a timepiece into his hand and tells him that it will take him to meet the person he desires the most. Later that night, as he lays in bed, he toys with the timepiece and speaks about a time when he found a love letter on his desk. As he wonders who might have placed it there, he starts wishing to travel back to see who his secret admirer is. Almost immediately, he is taken back to a classroom and soon remembers it as a class that he used to be in. But all of a sudden, he hears footsteps approaching. He quickly hides and sees a girl entering to hide a letter on his desk. After she leaves, he checks the letter and discovers that it is the same love letter from a year ago. Zhang is puzzled until he looks at the date on the board and discovers that he has just traveled into the past. After this, he returns to his room and is excited about his new ability to time travel. The next day, he takes a gift to Mia and offers it to her. She declines it, stating that she is fulfilled enough by being a good teacher to her students. However, Zhang insists and says he is really interested in how she met her fiancé. As she has a romantic story, Mia agrees to speak with him and tells him how she met Kashang. She tells him about the robbery incident and says that it happened 4 years ago. Shortly afterward, Mia gets called to the principal's office, and Zhang is elated as he now has precious information about his beloved teacher. Soon he teleports back to the past and goes to check an old newspaper in a refuse bin. There, to his delight, he finds out that he has just traveled 4 years into the past. He is really excited about this and waits for the perfect time to meet his crush. Suddenly, he sees a young lady being attacked by a thief. He quickly jumps to her rescue, but after kicking her attacker, he finds out that the lady he just rescued is not Mia. He is disappointed and runs off to find Mia. He eventually finds her but discovers that she is walking with Kashang. Kashang also doesn't appear injured, which means the couple might have already known each other for a while. Now, after he returns to the present, he goes to her to ask if she is sure of the day she met her fiancé. After looking through some pictures, she admits her mistakes and tells him that she met Kashang a year before. Then again, Zhang travels to the past. After a while, he sees Mia walking down a street, so he follows her but stays a reasonable distance away from her. Soon, a thug attacks her and asks for her purse. Zhang wastes no time getting in a fight with the attacker. After punching each other, Zhang looks up to see Mia and Kashang holding hands and looking into each other's eyes. Zhang stares in shock until the thief deals him a blow across his face. Over time, Zhang continues to travel back to the past multiple times, but he doesn't make any significant progress. However, one day, when he travels back in time, he meets the thug who attacks Mia. He walks up to him and tells him not to carry out his intentions to steal. The thief is surprised at how he is aware of this and breaks down in tears. Soon after, he sees Mia walking past but also notices Qi Sheng walking a little distance away. Zhang quickly throws a bottle at Qi Sheng to distract him and tells him that it is the thug who threw it. The thief becomes angry over this lie and runs toward Mia to hurt her. Zhang runs to stop him and ends up being beaten by the thief with a little rod. Before walking away, Mia rushes to his side and eventually takes him to the hospital. She spends the following days attending to him and nursing him back to health. Of course, Zhang is happy that his dream of having Mia close to him is now a reality. One day, as she enters the hospital, she finds his room empty. She looks for him around the hospital and is surprised to see him singing a song for her. He eventually asks her to be his girlfriend, but she is shocked and runs off. Ouch. Looks like someone got friend-zoned. In the days that follow, she cuts off communication with him, and he grows sad and worried over her actions. One day he learns that she is in the hospital, so he rushes out of the room to see her. When she sees him, she turns and begins to walk away, but he soon catches up with her and seeks to know why she abandoned him. He confesses how much love he has for her, and she tells him that she feels the same. However, she tells him that she is older than him and will eventually grow old before him. Zhang convinces her that he will never leave her in spite of their age difference, and Mia eventually agrees to a relationship with him. In the days that follow, Zhang gets into the college where Mia teaches. One day he sees Qi Sheng on his campus as a teacher also, and he panics as he is unsure what this portends. Later on, he goes into his class where he finds his friend Qi, who doesn't know him in this new timeline because of Qi Sheng's presence in his school. Zhang comes up with mischievous plans such as moving Qi Sheng's office to a different location so he doesn't come close to Mia. He also fakes his injury and pretends to be back in the school's infirmary just so that she doesn't cross paths with Qi Sheng. He also makes sure to shower loving gestures on Mia. Now that's some high-level simping. One day, as Qi Sheng works at his desk, he finds out that he had mistakenly taken the English test papers for another class and decides to return them. When he gets to the office of the teacher, he discovers that the English teacher is Mia and he is struck by her beauty. Sparks seem to fly between both of them immediately. Days later, she appears distracted when having a meal with Zhang. He asks what the problem is, but she assures him that she is fine. Later on, Zhang goes home and prepares a lavish meal for her, expecting her return, but she doesn't return at the expected time, so he calls her. She informs him that she is helping out with some work in school and wouldn't be coming home soon. Zhang decides to call a different teacher and he is informed that the school has long been closed. This means that Mia had lied to him. The next morning, Mia comes in looking quite sad and eventually tells him that she has fallen in love with none other than Qi Sheng. Zhang is heartbroken and weeps bitterly as she apologizes to him and walks away from him. Over the following days, Zhang watches his teacher's relationship grow stronger and he is forced to accept their relationship. One day, he goes back to the beach where he met the old man who gave him the timepiece before. The man appears again and tells him to cherish the best memories of love and not just the actual feelings and time before leaving. While he enjoys the sight of the beach, the lady who wrote the love note comes to the beach to sit beside him and he asks if she wrote the note. She nods and he smiles. It is clear that Zhang now understands that love cannot be manipulated and that he might have passed over a good person because of his obsession with his teacher. He also probably now understands that no amount of time travels or manipulations can make a person who is not yours come to you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, be sure to let us know in the comments section which movie you want us to recap for you. Also, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss our next video.